Time to uncover the truck. Whoa, I'm really tired of doing this. That's why I gotta finish this project. Hopefully you can see this in the sunlight. But that's how you know you haven't been doing your job. So first thing on the menu today is this ring. As you can see, this is pretty badly corroded. And I'm not doing anything with a pump, but since I have this thing off, I might as well replace the ring. And then put some heavy grease on it. This is my my new parts. I got a new seal that goes inside because I can smell the fuel. If I put my nose here, I can smell the fuel, and I shouldn't be able to. So I'm assuming the corrosion and stuff is just letting the gas out. So I have a new seal, a new ring. As you can see, the new ring is nice and black, no rust on it. So I'm going to replace it while I have this thing all exposed. So that's the first thing. I finally broke it loose. I've been banging on it for 10 minutes. See, what happens is when it gets rusty, it expands and got really stuck on these things. I had to bang on these things left and right, left and right, left and right, breaking all that rust loose. And it finally moved, so I think I'm golden now. Just have to move a little bit more. There it goes. It felt like it was gonna go. So yeah, this ring is pretty corroded. And I just want to replace it while I have easy access to it, because 10 minutes of banging me on this thing, just imagine try to do that with your bed hanging above it. So the seal is actually perfectly fine and nice and soft, and it's not rotted or you know, there's no splits in it or anything. The issue was whoever was assembling this thing left a bunch of dirt. I mean, there's just dirt and sand caked all around where the seal was making connection. That's why I was smelling gasoline. So all I have to do is just clean it up. And I'm going to put the new ring on and I'm done. So at least I don't have to replace the seal. I'll keep it for later, just in case. I'm using a rag that it's full of grease. I don't know if you can see, that's the pink Mobil 1 grease. So when I touch the sand, it just sticks to it. At least I don't dump all of it in there. You have to go, don't just knock in one area because this ring moves. So if you're just gonna pound in one area, you're gonna shift this whole pump to the side. So you have to just kind of go around. You got 3 of these notches, and you have to, 4 of them, you have to try to kind of hit at least in opposite directions. Because you can see how this ring keeps moving. Just kind of floats in there. That's it, till that little clip here, it's in. I don't know if this camera can even, yeah, you can see this clip on the camera. That clip has to go in there. And then I'm gonna just try to center this ring the best I can. I greased the whole ring all underneath, even though it's painted black, and I'm gonna grease it all on top. I'm pretty much dead on, because you can see it outside of this plastic here, that's casted, and you want to see it from the outside of the ring. If you have the ring shifted, that means it's pushing the pump shifted. So the seal is being pressed on one side and being loose on the other side. So just make sure that your black ring is centered to this outside of this plastic flange here. And then you know you're pretty much in center. It looks pretty even. Maybe tap it a little bit here. I went a little too much. Yeah, that's about it. Just looks dead on. So then I know the seal has got the same compression everywhere. Now before I just coat this whole thing with wax, I'm going to start the truck and make sure everything's running good. Okay, so the truck is running. That means the pump is all okay. So as you can see, this ring is all corroded. And a simple thing of it expanding as it rusts, just basically lock this whole thing. I can remove it. I mean, let's see if you can see the marks. I was digging with a screwdriver, pounding on this thing so hard, and I couldn't get it to spin. Because it expanded, it just seized on it. But this is the reason I'm doing all this while I have the bed off the truck. Anything I see that it's rusty or seized up, I'm removing and replacing and greasing it, so next time when I have to replace this fuel pump, my bed of the truck, I'll just lift it a little bit just to get to it. And I don't have to fight with this ring. So let me let me grease this thing. I'm putting this wax. This is a toilet ring wax. It's the stickiest, nasty wax you can buy. And boy, this stuff just once you put it on, it's just impossible to remove. But it keeps the rust away. So I'm not gonna go crazy here. I'm just coating a light coating on it, just so I can stop this future corrosion. I'm gonna get some little brush or something, get in the tight spots, like behind there. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Make sure this thing never rusts again. If only they did this in a factory. If they only did it in the factory, all the bolts and stuff. Just think about being a mechanic. You try to break everything loose that it's just been corroded for years, because when they put it in a factory, they never put a single drop of grease on anything. If they only did that, our jobs would be so much easier, but I guess that's not their problem, right? Oh, and my filler neck, as you can see, it's almost gone. There's just nothing left here. I can push it with my fingers. So obviously I got a new one to replace this one. But that's I'm gonna do that when I put the bed back on. But yeah, that's the fun of having an old rusty truck. Everything goes.